Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to convert this Ferrari F430 from an automatic into a manual.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and this is my dealership, NG Supercars, and this car is for sale. So we've been trying to sell it as an F1, but, well, we've had it for about a month, and it didn't sell. So we're going to do the next best thing and convert it to a manual because we know you guys want it as a manual. Now, here's the thing. You guys have seen us do lots of manual conversions. This is nothing new. So we'll show you some of the more interesting parts of it. But the better thing is that any of you who are interested in having your car converted from an F1 into a manual, we are now offering that as a service. So reach out to us, sales@normalguysupercar.com. And it starts at about $20,000. That is for a transmission in conversion. If you want the clutch replaced, the price goes up. There's a few other options that may alter the price a little bit, but basically we can convert your car pretty quickly. So there's a very short wait list. So if you want to get it converted, get on the list and we probably can get to you in a reasonable amount of time and get your car converted quickly. Our goal is to have this car converted by the weekend. It is currently Wednesday and it's like 11 a.m. So we're just now getting started. We haven't done anything to it yet. I would like to be driving this thing and have it done by Friday. That's the goal. We'll see if it's possible. I think we can do it. So let's see if we can. Now, that's the thing. It depends on the type of conversion we're doing. So this is a transmission in conversion. Like I said, there's also the transmission removal version. That one obviously takes a little bit longer. That one seems to take more like a week or so. It can go faster than that, but stuff does go wrong frequently. Bolt breaks or stud snaps. I don't know, something, right? There's always something. So that's why we're just kind of cautious and we want a little extra time. So if you do want to get on the list, again, sales@normalguysupercar.com. Send us an email, let us know about your car. Now, if you have a 2008 or 9, it is slightly more expensive because they are not as easy to convert as the 07s and earlier. Also, just to keep in mind that if your car has check engine lights and it's got stuff wrong with it, it's going to come back to you with the same check engine lights and the same stuff wrong with it. If you want us to fix those things, we can discuss it, but we are not really trying to perform a bunch of regular service on the cars. We're really more interested in just doing the conversions. Now, if it's something that's ancillary to the conversion, then maybe we can do it. Or if it's, I should say, adjacent to the conversion, I guess is a better term. Also, any of you have seen this car listed for sale, you may have noticed that the seats were not in the best condition. Well, we just got them reconditioned. They look fantastic now. They look very, very good. This is a very high option car, lots of carbon fiber, 36,000 miles, and it's got a pretty new clutch, and that's why we're leaving the clutch in. It's got about 30% used, so 70% remaining. I'll plug in the launch and we'll show you that real quick. Carbon ceramic brakes. It's got the carbon fiber rear grille, so the Challenge grille. Yeah. Like I said, this is a good spec car. It's got aftermarket headers, so it probably will not pass emissions in California, but that's really the only modification to this thing. Oh, there's a Hornet. I'm gonna have to kill it. All right, let's start converting. So first, let me show you the clutch life. All right, so we are going into the computer to check on the clutch life. Now, I want to point out, if you're checking the clutch life on a Ferrari F430, if you have anything that's an 05 or an 06, it's the 231 transmission. If you have anything that's an 08 or an 09, it's the 301 transmission. Now, if it's an 07, it depends when it was built. So the best way to figure out what's going on is you actually want to go into the transmission module. You're going to say read data stream, and you say gearbox model. You can say okay, and you can see it says it's the 231. So that means we can go into special function and click on clutch wear, and there you go, 30% used, so 70% remaining. So yeah, we've got a very good clutch in this car. No reason to change it out. So I'm not even 2 minutes into this, and this is exactly why I'm talking about why we can't necessarily predict exactly how long it'll take. This bolt stripped. There's some weird crap where they put this like tar crap, and so some of those bolts get the tar crap on the threads and they do not like coming out very easily, and that one is just in there tight and it's stripped. I'm gonna have to yank it out with a wrench or something. Worst case scenario is I'm cutting it off. So one thing that's nice about when you got the seats out and the interior torn apart is we're gonna clean the crap out of this thing, so it's gonna look a lot better when we're all done with it. We have a deep cleaner and all that stuff for the carpets. It's gonna look nice. This would be a really good car. We were just saying how this one's gonna be a very, very good car with all the high options.
It's a great spec.
Great condition, great spec. Oh yeah, this would be a badass. Well, we're about 2 hours in, second screw stripped. I don't have to drill that one out or something. All right, that screw was no match for my drill, but someone decided in their infinite wisdom to run rivets into this bottom panel instead of using screws. I guess my guess is the certs probably broke or something, and they didn't break off the stud on the rivets all the way. Looks like there's 4 of them. So this would be interesting. I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to get those off. I don't know if you can see it, but the engine mount is pretty much collapsed. It's not in horrible condition, but it's not in good condition. So as long as we're in here, we're gonna change those out. We're also gonna change the transmission fluid because I have no idea when it was last changed. So we'll just do that as well. All right, YouTube, it's, oh geez, I got dirt all over myself. All right, YouTube, it is about 6:30-ish. And we just got it so it's drivable. So we haven't finished it. We still haven't adjusted cables. We still have to do, well, there's no interior. The interior's, well, yeah, the console's in, sort of. It's still got to be finalized, but yeah. Wow, so that was 2 of us, though. Keep in mind, there's 2 of us, and we didn't have too many complications. Only a few screws and stuff that stripped.
Kind of double teamed this thing. I did
the
pedals and all the electronics, and Dan did the master and all the cable stuff, and we kind of just like finished at the same time.
Yeah, and we didn't take any breaks or anything. That was pretty much just going balls to the walls. Yeah, that was pretty.
This is going to be a great car.
Oh my god, I can't wait to get it out on the road. So tomorrow I'm gonna get it adjusted and everything, and then it'll be for sale. So again, if you're interested in making an offer on this car, send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com. Check it out on our website. I'll make sure it's listed on the website with the updated information about it being a manual now, because it was on the website as an F1. But sweet. All right, we'll see you tomorrow and we'll fix this thing.
The next day.
Well, good morning, YouTube. It's the next day. So I am going to clean up this thing and get all the carpets clean. So I have my little carpet extractor. So the plan is basically I'm gonna put back together the console, because right now it's kind of just set in there. I need to screw it in place. I'm gonna get everything screwed in place, and then I'm gonna clean the interior, clean all the carpets and stuff before I put in the seats. So we're gonna have to do that so we can let the seats, or let the carpet dry, and then we'll put in the seats. So I'll also put back together some of the panels and stuff. I'm not going to put on the under tray or the diffuser because we still need to get it out and test drive it and make sure we don't have to adjust the shift linkage. But otherwise, I'm going to put back on the center panels and the rear panels and a few other things. So we're just going to kind of tidy it up, get it buttoned up, get it ready to go for the most part. I also got to put back together the frunk. So we'll get all that done while it's drying. So the first thing I'm gonna do is do the carpet extractor, and then we'll work on the other stuff. Okay, so I got the console back into place, so now it's time to do the floors and everything. So I'm also gonna do leather conditioner and cleaner on all the leather, as long as I have good access to it. So I'll probably do the leather cleaner and conditioner first, and then do the floors, just because I don't want to have to like be sitting on wet floors. But we're going to be using a few different products. So the first thing is we have our interior and leather cleaner from Apex. So we sell this stuff on our website. Go check it out, normalguysupercar.com. You can use the code NGS10. It hooks you up with 10% off their stuff. This stuff is made here in Texas, only a few hours away from us in Bernie. So that's pretty cool. Then we're going to use our leather care. So it's a leather conditioner. And then we also just have some detailer. And then also we're gonna be using our Detail King extractor soap. So basically the order of operations is we're gonna spray down this soap, and we're gonna use this brush, and we're just gonna spray it on the carpet and then scrub it, try and agitate up any of the dirt and debris and stuff that we can. I'm also actually going to use my Vortex thing. I'll show you that in a minute. We'll use that to blow out any of the embedded debris in the carpet. So we'll do that first, vacuum it, then we'll do the extractor, and this will really make sure that this stuff gets clean. So yeah, we'll do the actually, now that I think about it, we're gonna do the Vortex first, because that's gonna kick up a bunch of dust, and I don't want that to be settling on the clean leathers. All right, so this is my little Vortex tool. It's pretty sweet. You basically just hold it on the carpet and it just kind of, see, it's got this little thingy, and it spins real fast and stirs up and kind of brings anything up out of the carpet that's in there. So we're gonna go over all the carpet first with that, and then we'll vacuum it. Oh yeah, YouTube, look how much better that looks. Looks amazing. So we're just letting the carpet dry for maybe an hour or two. In the meantime, we'll finish putting on those panels, bottom panels, and just kind of front trunk. We gotta get that back together. All right, YouTube, Interior's back in, cleaned. Looks really, really good. So it's time to drive it and test if our cables are adjusted right and adjust them if necessary. And then once that's done, then we can put on the bottom panels and it's officially done. So let's go drive this thing. Well, so far so good. We left the building. It's a good start. All right, just got back from his drive. So it was doing good. We actually were having only a front back issue where it's too far forward, so I need to adjust the stick to be back about 1/4 of an inch. That one's easy, but then about halfway through the drive, we probably did about 10, 15 miles, probably 10 miles. I don't even know if we did 10 miles. Maybe it was like 7 miles. Anyway, the cable started to stretch a tiny bit, and it was having once or twice it just wouldn't go into second or fourth first try, and you just had to push it back, and then it would go in. So I think it needs just a tiniest little adjustment. I don't know if it's left or right. We'll have to guess and check, right? That's the shitty part about this. But definitely need to have the stick come back some. So we'll adjust that. That one's easy. And then we'll do a little bit of left, right. Probably have to do a little bit left, guess, check, and see how it feels. That's why if you send your car to us to get converted, we probably have to put somewhere between 20 and 50 miles on it because we need to do this a few times. And you want to get the car heated up and make sure the cables stretch out before you get it back. Otherwise, you're having to adjust it again. So they stretch pretty quick. I mean, that was basically it. You could feel it at the beginning versus halfway through the drive. Once everything was heated up, it definitely shifted around and moved the position of the cables. So anyway, I'm gonna fix that. All right, so you've got your forward and back shift linkage, your left, right. So the forward and back, I had to adjust out. Oh geez, I'm gonna say probably 3 full turns because the stick was too far forward. So that moves the stick back a bit. So when you're in second gear, fourth gear, sixth gear, it rests further back. Out is back, in is forward. On the left-right adjustment, this was one of those where you just gotta kind of guess and check. So I spun it in a full turn and it got worse. So then I spun it back 1 turn plus another turn. So it'd be plus 1 turn from its starting point, and it got better. So I did 1 more turn and it got really good. But I know these cars enough to know that that's it. Like if I go another turn, it's gonna be too much and it'll start getting bad again because there's really about a 1 full turn sweet spot. So if you go too far one way or the other way, it starts to get crappier. So that's it. I think we'll drive it again, really beat the snot of it, shift the crap out of it, and I think we're gonna probably be happy. So holy crap, then we can put on the bottom panels and send it. All right, YouTube, second try, let's see if we got it right. All right. May have it. Got a little warmed up a little bit, and then we'll verify for sure. I think we got it. So only 1 adjustment necessary. I drove it for a good 15 miles or so, shifting perfectly. I am very happy with it. So it is now for sale. So send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com if you're interested in it. We'll have it up on our website shortly. It's already on the website, but we had it with the F1 transmission, so I just got to redo the pictures and take pictures of the center and the shifting and all that stuff and change it to show that it's actually a manual now. Pretty badass car, very happy with it. Again, if you're interested in getting a conversion, we are doing them now, so send us an email, sales@normalguysupercar.com. So technically we're doing that under Normal Guy, not under the dealership. It doesn't really matter. It comes to the same people, so we'll get it either way if you go to NG Supercars or Normal Guy Supercar, whatever. Anyway, we'll see you in the next video. We're going to be doing a lot of cool car stuff. You're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.
your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you